Morning, guys. Hey, it's Len from Mercury Man Garage and Outdoors. Well, we got some splitting to do. We got to fill up that bunker right there. We got one more row to fill up, and I'm going to start on that wood that I got from Marita, from across the road, neighbor Marita. Get going on that and see how much I can get in there. And then after that, we're going to start stacking in the bin. No stack bin. Toss bin. We're going to toss them in the bin. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's get going. All right, guys. Well, here's what I got. I've already started. I got this all cut up yesterday. This was the remainder of the wood from neighbor Marita. And I've already started to split. And this is mostly the limb wood that I'm doing here. Splitting that up first, saving the big stuff for last, just to, I don't know, that's just how I'm doing it. But I got a nice trailer load already. That's about an hour's worth of work, which I didn't think was too bad with sea slow. I guess I'm getting the hang of it. But we'll be getting something else eventually. I don't know what yet. I'm getting another splitter. I don't know, probably a vertical, but I'm not quite sure what yet. More to come on that. But anyway, let's get going. All right, guys, well, we're taking a little break here because I just realized something. Check out my splits. Not the prettiest, but what's missing from all this? No slash. No trash. You know why? Because it's all down here on the ground. Didn't get that clean from a screener. It got clean because of that splitter right there. Who needs a screener when you can get a splitter like this? I mean, all joking aside, that is only one benefit of a splitter like that. I know there's a couple more, but they're cheap. But you know, you don't get a lot of slash and stuff in your splits when you hand toss. I think the same can be said about any splitter, really. When you're hand tossing into a trailer or a bin, it's going to be clean, so you don't need to worry about a screener. And to take it another step, you really don't need a conveyor either. Sacrifice a lot of speed. but the wood's clean. You don't need a screener, don't need a conveyor. All right, guys, well, it's the following day, and we had a nice rain overnight, heavy rain, and I just wanted to come back here to see how my rocks performed in the rain. And I must say, I'm pleased. No dirt or anything is splattered up on the wall. It's just a little wet, as you can see. But the rocks did their job. Kept the dirt off the back of the shed. It looks clean. Got a little mud here, but like I said, the rain just stopped, so it's still quite muddy out here. We got good drainage. We got good sandy soil with good drainage, so pretty pleased with how the rocks turned out. And as you can see, after the rain, we got a lot of mud splattered up on the pallets along the side, up against some of the wood here. Not a big deal. Once it dries, it'll fall right off, and it's not that big a deal. But I want to do something to kind of limit that going forward. So let me show you what I got. What I have here are hickory shavings. And I'm going to show you some footage here after this. Neighbor Kelly is having that big hickory taken down, and I got a little bit of video of that. So I'll show you that after this. But he had a trailer full of shavings that was filling up quick from the branches and the brush and stuff from the tree. And I went up to him and asked if he needed a place to dump it. And he goes, yeah. So there it is. I had him dump it in my field. I'm going to use that around my wood bin and maybe scatter it about in all this dirt. Maybe on my trails. Maybe even in the compost pile, because it's simmering. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's smoking, and I can just smell it in the air. It's cooking. So it's making compost as we speak. But I want to see how this works. first, before I start spreading hickory shavings all around through here, I have to put that wood away that you see ahead of me here. This is what we split the other day. This is that oak from neighbor Marita. I still got a little more over there, some big chunks, but I think this will definitely fit in that spot. Probably have more than what I need for that spot right there. But the rest, I'm gonna toss in my bin. I'm gonna break that in today. Let's get going. Well, there we go. That's about as full as it's going to get right there. And there's good news and bad news. Good news is it's done. I got it stacked. Bad news is I don't have any left in the trailer to toss over there. So we're gonna have to christen the new bin some other time. I can't believe this whole trailer fit in there. I didn't think there was any way. That's a lot of wood. And I got, again, this is all oak in this bunker right here. And this, I'm guessing, won't be ready for a couple years. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Not sure how tall that is. I'm gonna have to measure that. See how much I actually have in there. There's 5 rows. This is the tallest, obviously, because the roof slants, but you know, they're roughly this tall all the way back. That's all oak. This bin here is all maple. This will be ready next year. And this one here is a mix of oak, a little bit of walnut right here, locust, and mulberry. And that'll be for next year as well, along with whatever I have left over here. Which, the way it's been going, I don't know that I have anything left, which is good. But anyway, we got the woodshed filled for the season. Well, there we go. Got all the hickory chips, shavings, leaves, all spread out. I like it. I don't know how long it's gonna hold up, but if it's just for this year, keep the mud down a little bit, that's fine with me. And let me tell you, it smells really good out here. That hickory smells good. But we got all that pile all spread out here. And like I said, I think it turned out nice. We got it tucked up nicely up against these pallets here. I don't want to get too close to them, cut off the airflow, but I think that'll help keep the mud down. And I'm a little concerned about wind. If we get a heavy wind, if this is all going to blow away, I don't know. Hopefully it's with rain so it stays in place, but I think this will be nice. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it. Got some wood split, put up in the woodshed, and now this is full. I won't be putting any more wood in here this year. Still debating if I'm gonna need another bunker in here, in this bunker. I think I'm going to, but I'm not gonna do it this year anymore. Whatever wood that I'm gonna be splitting for the remainder of this year is going right there in the new bin. And I was kind of hopeful that we'd be breaking that in today, but it just didn't work out. We got a lot more in the woodshed here than I thought I was going to. But that'll be coming next. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, give me a like, leave a comment, and remember, find your thing. Have a good one.